Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below, we are talking about Mercury energy. This is our Bible study night to each and every one of you guys. As you're being notified that we are live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I'm the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Those are African-Traditional Sciences by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. I want to say also salutations to my Madrina, to my Padrino, and to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Paulo, Mystic, and Ajay. To each and every one of you guys that are concerned about practicing real magic, real spirituality, real conjure, to each and every one of you guys want to understand what it is like to actually live the life of a spiritual man or a spiritual woman. To all of you all that may want to take this as a business at some juncture in your life. What's up, my baby Scorpio? Much love to you. What's up, my Chris from Philadelphia, Sagittarius in the house? What's up, my Boaz? What's up, my Pisces in the house? What's up, my Ryan? Thank you so much. Ryan is prepared for to get, where is he at? It's Shango. Yes. A lot of that. Hopefully, I will be able to be off tomorrow. I did put in to be off tomorrow and Friday, and so tomorrow hopefully I'll be able to be off so I can go and take care of everybody's. I do have everything sitting over there, but I have to package it and send it out. Hopefully, I'll be off tomorrow and Friday to get all of this stuff done. I got so many orders that I got to fulfill, but I will be getting all of those in the next 2 days. So much love to each and every one of you guys. Demetrius is in the house, my Gemini, and then I got my Aquarius, Mr. Al Hudson, and then I got my Taurus in the house. What's up, my Taurus? Much love to you as well. And then I got my Gemini in the house. That's Mother Susan, the mother of the church. She hinted at me that she had ran out of tequila, and she had to go buy one of the smidgens tequila. So that was my cue to get to the liquor store. If I want her to continue to communicate with me. I think that's why she stopped talking to me as much as she used to talk to me. She's like, oh, I had to go to sleep. I ain't bought her no tequila, so she didn't want to straight up ask me for tequila. But I got to get to the liquor store to get Mother Susan back in alignment with my soul. So I thank y'all. What's up there? My Aquarius from North Carolina. That's my Natasha Foster. That's Aphrodisiac is in the house. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. When you got it, you got it. That's what I got my God baby used to say. That's that good. That's that when that aphrodisiac come around, that's when you got that good. Not just good. So to each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for being with us on my Bible study night. Hope you guys are excited to be here. Now, first of all, I want to say much love to each and every one of you guys in your support of Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. Now, let me tell you something. I got a text today. It just moved me. When people really care about the vessel that the divine is using, and like I say, I am very blessed to have the type of tribe that I have. I am very thankful for having even certain members. Like my members are a mess, but most of them have in their own way look out for Chief Apostle Ely. I'm a Sagittarius, Moon in Aries, and Rise on Pisces, so I have very high standards. I strive for greatness, and so therefore, yes, I do encounter a lot of disappointment because the lack of achievements or hitting their target. But I've had a beautiful text today that literally almost brought me to tears. I've been going through a lot trying to get everything back on track after getting out of going through the sickness that I went through, and trying to get this business back and up under some type of control, and just a lot of stuff that's been going on me. I have family members passing away, and I still got a lot of my kids, and just a lot of stuff that was going on, and it's just trying to be there for so many different people through their situation and circumstances, tired, and trying to accommodate. By nature, I'm a caterer. I like to cater to people, and a lot of times I spread myself so thin, and so to get people to not only to be there for me, but to take out their time and what they got going on to send me texts and to share their love and concern for me. And you know, Bo has sent me this song that I played on that mission by the Isley Brothers, and like I like a lot of music, but I really love that song because I feel like it's an anthem. So I want to say thank you. I want to also, I can't fully congratulate, but Sister Monique is almost ready for her 13 Circle. She did make a deposit for her to be a part of the 13 Circle. So I'm excited about the ones that are already. I got to get prepared for that because we almost got the people that we need to perform that particular conjure. And so I'm excited about these opportunities that I have to gain witnesses of people of what my capabilities are. And I want to say this to my Taurus: to be valued as a man and to be supported, for the type of women that I have on my platform and the type of men that I have on my platform. A lot of these spirituals out here don't have the type of people that I have, and you guys have like in your own distinct ways. But like today was something that I needed, and I received it from my Taurus, and it just really moved my heart. And I just really want to thank you guys so very much for just being who you are individually to me. So Bo is congratulating Sister Monique. She's I would guess within the 2 weeks she should be having her everything done. But just how you guys are grabbing the rings and you're not being slowful and you understanding like this is gonna be a change. When I tell you like the 13 Circle is gonna be a change to all of you that have been supporting our tribe. Like my baby Scorpio lost her nephew, and I ended up losing my uncle. Love ended up losing her mom. And so how you guys embrace that and the things that I'm sharing about lighting the way. And this is what I do. And I'm Crown Mafia Defun Oya Yanza, and I'm also Crown Babalu Aye. But it is such a honor where God has brought me for in my ministry. And I want y'all to explain this. I am a black man around in a community of people that have demonized the ATRs, and they, even though they benefit from the ATR, they have demonized. And God has blessed me to rise up to such a case. Do you not know, guys? We're less than 100 subscribers away from 4,000. YouTube is very hard to build, especially if you're not out here buying subscribers and doing the shenanigans in order to get people to subscribe, but like just doing groundwork and how everybody has been coming together. Like I am so grateful when I really look at me being a black man, 51 years of age, about to be 52, and God has blessed me to be able to share my gift, my talent, and my abilities. And I'm just like, I want you all to know, not only do many of you guys show appreciation for who I am, but I want to show appreciation for who you guys are and how you have made this platform such a thriving platform. And to all of my black women, if I wasn't your spiritual leader, I would kiss your ass, literally. And I say that because my platform is predominantly supported by black women. And I preach and I teach a lot of hard truth. And when I tell you y'all rock with Chief Apostle Ely, not only from support, but from economics, to my gay black men, bisexual as well. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for allowing me to be who I am to you, and how you have no problem sharing that love with me and experiencing the Orishas, the Loa, whatever it is that I offer. And to all of my just men in general, and to even to some of my pussy ass men. Some of y'all just not, you know, you love me, but you's a pussy ass nigga, but you a soul, you belong to God. But to all of these other men out here that support me, that are rocking with Apostle Ely, that you are not allowing your ego, you're not allowing, just being honest. Like, it's amazing when I look at the collective, from my TikTok, from my Instagram, from my Twitter account, to just my social media presence, and to be in a local black church, and it's phenomenal for what God is doing in my life. And I want to say thank you to how y'all ride with me and rock with me, and allow me to experience my anointing in your life. So thank you so very, very much. I want to say hello to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. I'm also, to all of you guys that have been waiting on your orders, I always put extra in your orders, but I'm going to do something extra special for all of you all. And it's not just, I want to show y'all, like, running a business and spiritual business and doing everything hands-on is not easy. And especially when you got everyday life happening and you got a full-time job. And if I had the pleasure of a lot of other pastors that the congregation take care of them, and where I could not have to be at work, but I have a job and my church don't take care of me. So a lot of things that you guys don't realize, that I have to wait till the end of the week to do my laundry. I have to take my laundry. Get my sisters have to come down sometimes and help me get my house in order. But I have to do a lot of those things on my own, and so maintaining my transportation and all these other things, and then coming here on this platform and doing what I do. Thank you for the support and the continued love that you guys give for what I do, and the respect that you give me for me being a working black man. Now, my subject tonight, this is our Bible study tonight. What's up, my Gemini? Jelly Sweets is in the house. To my Gemini. I'm going to be coming from, my subject tonight in Bible study is, you cannot replicate my experiences. Now, those that do not know, I have been doing magic since I was a child. I am 51 years of age, and I have been doing real conjure, real mysticism, real necromancy work, working in cemetery as a child. I met my spiritual dad at the age of 13, and then he continued that growth into voodoo, and that continued the graveyard work, and the black arts, so to speak, and then Mosaic magic. I got really heavy in Mosaic magic and Kabbalah through my spiritual dad, and then my spiritual brother he's the one that taught me about the middle pillar and in voodoo. And so these are the things that I excel in. And so getting crowned in Ocha, it has been an honor meeting Padrino Michael, and then in Oba, and then also being initiated into Palo Miambe, and through my first madrina, and to the Tata at that particular time. He's crowned Mafedi from Shango. But he did the ceremonies for me, Minister Mario, as well as Sister Cal. And so this has been a journey for me. And it has been something that I want to share with you guys, so that you can benefit as much as you can economically, as well as knowledge-wise, when it comes down to what I teach and share on this platform for melanated people. I want to iterate that for melanated people. So I'm going to be coming from Deuteronomy, the 34th chapter, 10 through 12. So it starts out like this on verse 10 through 12. It says, "And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face, in all the signs, the wonders which the Lord sent him to do in the land of Egypt, to Pharaoh, and to all of his servants, and to all of his land." Verse 12 says this, "And in all that mighty hand, in all the great terror which Moses showed in the sight of Israel. Now, a part of what I do on my platform is being honest and transparent. And a part of that is to get people to understand that I work both hands, in other words, light and darkness. I work in duality. The reason why that is important when you're learning from somebody, and that's why I'm rocking my faith from Eligba, Eligwa, some people may say, is a crossroads spirit. And a lot of times people forget that he carries the keys of life and death, the keys of polarity, the keys of duality. And this particular Orisha has to be fed first. So this is one of my many Eligbas that I have. And those that have my talismans, I would make sure you got that available. Eligba talisman. And so this particular Orisha, when I want to teach about this, about, you cannot replicate my experiences. The reason why this is important, because a lot of times when you're trying to learn from somebody and you say you're trying to follow them, I'm always iterating to people when it comes down to my magic and the things that I do and the things that I've encountered, is that I've been doing magic just this long. And I was born and chosen to do the works that I do. Just like when I got into Ocha, it was meant for me to operate in Ocha. It was meant for me to be crowned twice. It was meant for me to be in Palo. And so because I was born to operate in all 9 realms, every time I got into a tradition, there are certain things that happen in those ceremonies that was not normal for other people. And so therefore, what I have experienced with my Padrinos and my Madrinas, and I've been with my Obas and all these other people, even into Voodoo, they have experienced things of the spirit or the Loa and Nkisi operating in my life during my ceremony in ways they have never ever seen before or since their encounter with Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. Why is this important? When you're listening to somebody do conjure, that they were giving power by the Divine Mother and Divine Father to operate. This particular Orisha had to go through different channels because this particular Orisha itself was divine. And this is why we get Eshu and we get Eligba, because of the duality. In order to become an Orisha and he was divine, he had to go through certain things. And so therefore there's stories behind, Batakis behind this concept. In the Bible, we talk about how God separated the light. He made the light day and he made the darkness night, even though it's the same energy. There's spirits that rule the daytime, the 12 o'clock, 12 hours, and then there's spirits that rule the night. When you're dealing with people that understand duality and know how to operate in duality, whether it's in Ifa or Voodoo or Santeria, there are certain people are only on one side of the spectrum. There's other people that were on the other side of the spectrum. And then there are people like me that operate in both of those elements. And that I was particularly chosen to walk this particular path in duality in all of the traditions that I have been initiated in and that I operate in. And so therefore, I want to say that before I talk about why I say you cannot replicate my experiences. I can show you, I was delivering into Publix today and I saw the pumpkins, and it came to my spirit of my mind about doing a ceremony with the pumpkin, because I have I not only have the Oshun from Minister Mario, son of Achosi, I have my own Oshun at the church, and so I wanted to do a ceremony, but I can only use Minister Mario's Oshun for myself, and so, but the other my Oshun I can use not only for myself but for other people. When you're working with crossroads spirits, And the reason why the red and the black is a symbol in our particular culture is because it has to do with duality. The black is the chaos energy. This is scientific. The red is the blood, which is iron. Red is a frequency and a vibration that rules the root chakra. This is why you have to deal with the whether in voodoo, Papa Legba, when it comes down to your ancestors. Your ancestors have to be given permission to cross over. A lot of times when people are trying to practice magic and they're not respecting the crossroads spirits, these are the spirits that open the doorway. So in Palo we have Lucero Mundo. He opens the doorway for Egun to come through. And this is why we address or we feed or we honor this in this particular religion, a Ligba, because we want clear passage. We want blessings from him in order for us to proceed with Egun or ancestor. And so when many of you guys that if you have not figured it out yet, I do a lot of work with my ancestor incense and I do conjure and I do a lot of things ahead of time. So a lot of times when you guys see me burning your incense, I've already did work with the crossroads spirits. And so therefore when you burn my incense, this is why you get such safe passage when it comes down to your incense burn or working with Egun or things that we do, because in every religion there must be an opportunity for you to acknowledge the door, the gateway, the one that rules over that passage. In order to operate in all 9 realms, there's a guardian in each realm. And I have to knock on that door and I have to get passage. When I go to the cemetery, I ask for passage in the cemetery. And if I want to bring a spirit out or spirits out of that cemetery, depending on what I'm doing there, then I have to ask for permission there. You just don't walk spirits. Spirits have to get permission to go from one portal to another portal, from one dimension to the next dimension. And when you in the church world, Jesus himself represents the key of David. In other words, he said, anything you want from the Father, in other words, I'm the key, I'm the door. He said, I'm the door, I'm the light, the passageway. So through Jesus Christ, or that, what is his name? Emmanuel. Through Emmanuel, this allows us to have access to the Father, to have access to the Mother, which is the Holy Ghost, to have access to the spirit world, to have access. This is why you are supposed to utilize that name. It's the same concept why we use Igligba, Papa Legba, or Lucero Mundo. The same concept, having access to go to that realm, to go to that dimension. You just don't go to and say, well, I'm going to get into Kabbalah, or I'm going to... You have to have rite of passage. And this particular Marisha gives the blessings and gives, because if Ligba closes the door, you're not getting through. If Papa Legba, and I'm going to explain this one, because the same concept with Eligba and Eshu is the same concept of crossroads spirits when it comes to voodoo, when you deal with Papa Legba and Metkafu. Depending on how strong or how aggressive the spirit is, that spirit may have to, you have to go through Metkafu to get that spirit. Because Metkafu is a representation of like Satan. Satan deals with all the what we call wicked spirits, or aggressive spirits, or peto spirits. Same concept. Each spirit realm is controlled by a different gateway. So depending on how you live your life is what type of spirit that will have, whether you would be guarded by Papa Legba or you would be guarded by Metkafu. And Ocha, Santeria, or Lukumi, depending on what type of entity you are, you will be guided by Eligba, or you will be guided by Eshu. Because Eshu deals with the more aggressive spirits. See what I'm saying? So each aspect of these energies operate in a doorway. I'm trying to explain it no matter who you are. So even if you're a Christian, the same concept of why you use the name of Jesus Christ is the same concept that we use in any ATRs. There's just different names, different ways of utilizing them, but what has been underestimated, the power of being blessed by the doorkeeper. The power of gaining favor from the doorkeeper. The power of being able to guard your door. So the reason why we put Eligba behind the door, the same reason we put Papa Legba behind the door or any other crossroad spirit, is because they guard what comes in and they guard what goes out. Now, depending on if you do magic, the levels that I do that, then you have to have something more aggressive to stop the type of spirits that could enter into your space of living or my church or whatever. I have more aggressive spirits to guard my doorways because I do a different type of conjure than most people. And this is why I'm telling you that people don't understand. You can replicate spells, prayers, but you cannot replicate experiences. Because experience has all to do with what kind of connection a man or woman has with the deities or the gods or the goddesses. And in my particular case, I always encourage people to understand and take note that I was born to do these work. The same scripture that I'm utilizing there, Moses could not be replicated because God was not with these other people the way God was with Moses. And a lot of times when you're learning from somebody that does conjure and sorcery from the 9 realms that I do and from the conjure that I do, I'm going to be able to share information. And I'm doing this to actually help other people. Don't be expecting these other conjurers and spiritual people to be able to give you the stuff and the insight that I'm able to give you when I was actually born and I have an enlightenment that they do not have. It doesn't mean that they don't know spirituality. It doesn't mean they don't have a gift, but they don't have my experiences. And I don't compare myself to them, and I hope they're not comparing themselves to me, because that would be unfair to them unless they were born like I was. And so this is why when I do spell work for you and I do conjure work for you, or I'm sharing stuff with you, and then you may look back and say, well, why didn't this preacher, or why didn't this tata, or why didn't this mumbo tell me this? Everybody's not created equal. A lot of people out here talking about the goats. You are going to know the goat, who the goat is, based off of what God and the Spirit is manifesting. Not because people like me get up on social media and say, oh, they the baddest, or they this, they or that. No, you go by the works that people do. You go by the information and the revelation that they get, whether they're in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi. So when we work Crossroad, I take that back. When I work Crossroad, I don't work Crossroad and work with this particular entity the way that other people work with this Orisha. Because this is not only a protector, this is also somebody that can help me assist my egum in making it easier for them to manifest my work. And so this, I use my Eligwa, because I have one with Babalu Aye. I have a whole different Eligwa from there. But I use my Eligwa to help my spirits have safe passage. I'm going to say that again. I use my spirits, my Orisha, to make sure that my egum, just like my Lucero makes sure that all of my egums, I have a candle for Love's mom over there with Lucero and the other Impungos. But that's for her mom to have felt that. For her mom to have safe passage in her transition. That is a protection not only for Love, but it's a protection for the soul of her particular mom. But these spirits grant safe passage And that's the purpose of being licensed when you practice AATR, that you can give safe passage to Egun or Moreto or Ancestor. And so a lot of you all that have experienced already my Ancestor incident, that's why it works so well, because my Eligwas work to make sure that there's free flow. Free flow for whether I'm doing spell work, whether I'm doing conjure, whether I'm doing reversal work, whether I'm at war. These spirits, I set them up very, very differently. I don't work them as like other people work them, because I understand that this entity, this particular Orisha, is more than just a crossroads spirit. There's science behind this particular Orisha that is foundation. And so therefore, when you understand, this is where geometry comes in play. So all y'all don't think that math matters. It does. So these are the two stones that, hold on, feathers from, wow, they fed these. Now, if you have not joined my membership of my Orishas, what have you, these are the type of Orishas that you're going to have access to, because I have more than one Eligba. But I make sure that my Orishas are fed. That's why my magic is strong. I'm not out here draining them, do this, do that, because I feed them. And so therefore, when you guys, so where's my, okay, here it is. Tobacco charges. Now, this Orisha also is represented by the number 3. Those that understand the power of 3, the trinity of 3, they understand the magic behind 3, then you would understand the magic of this particular Orisha. So, say for instance, you have my talisman. They're right now $300 donation. They soon will be $900. So you have your Orisha, you have your Eligba. This also protects you through the doorways that you enter into. So when you enter, say for instance, you go to your job, you have to cross a threshold, right? Every time you cross a threshold, when you have the protection, when you have the protection of Eligba or Papa Legba, every time you cross a threshold, whether that threshold is in the crossroads, whether that threshold is at a beach setting, whether that threshold is when you going from one house to the next house, from one person's threshold to your threshold, you have protection entering and exiting these doorways. I'm going to say that again. It is not just having an opportunity of having a road opener, but it is also a protection when you are going from one dimension or one religion, one threshold to another threshold. Eligba protects. Eligba is one of the warriors that you receive through initiation. I need you to understand this. You don't just have protection whether you go into a church house, whether you go into a job, whether you go into the White House. You carry a protection when you enter and exit doorways, thresholds, anything where something begins and anything that something starts. Because it's Bible study night, so I'm taking out my time to explain it. The number 3 is magic all by itself. Just like these pots have 3 prongs on it. Symbology. Support. Saying something 3 times reinforces manifestation. Saying things in 3s. 3, 6, 9. My numbers. Okay? That's manifestation. At the very least, calling something 3 times is affirming its reality. Okay? So, the child of Eligba is foundation, and they also live in duality. It's always 2 sides to a child of Eligba. Always. Not one-sided. There's duality. That's what they carry, duality. And so when you understand magic and spirituality, there must be a hot, there must be a cold. If you're going to be the good cop, then there must be a bad cop. If you're going to be rich, somebody has to be poor. Duality has to exist. And so therefore, when you are struggling, and say for instance, use this for Ryan. Every time you go to deal with something legal, you ask for protection. You also ask favor. Behind every door, the Bible said, knock and it shall be open. Before you open up a door, you talk to Eligba. And you ask for what you want behind that door. So say for instance, Ryan was going to a lawyer, or Ryan was going there. Before Ryan opens the door of the law office, then he needs to have a conversation with Eligba and tell Eligba what he wants behind that door. Don't matter who behind that door, whether the paralegal behind the door, before you walk into an entrance, before I go to a courthouse, before I enter into that courthouse, I speak what I want. I have a conversation. Before you walk into a hospital, any doorway, any threshold, you ask. This is why we put things at the door, to control or to create a certain energy or frequency of manifestation at the door. The same reason why you wash the trimmings of your doors and all that, because you're trying to bring blessings in. All of this is significant, even when we do conjure at the door, because we understand the doorways. And we understand what we want to manifest. Once we open that door, we know we want to come in our house. Or if we don't want certain things in our house, when I open this door, I want this thing to exit. You can use a window to do the same thing. A window is still a threshold. You can stand at the window and you can call somebody's name. You can use a cigar. Some people use cigarettes, but it's still the air element. But any threshold, and to all of us in the church world, when he said, I will open up the windows of heaven, which is a threshold, and pour you out a blessing, you're still working with the number 3, and you're still working with a road opening spirit. If you say, open the floodgates of heaven, you're still asking a road opening spirit to open a gateway or a doorway for you to receive blessing. I don't care if you're in the church world, I don't care if you're in ATR. In order for certain things to come in or to exit, we have to utilize crossroads spirits. And there are certain spirits that stand at the crossroad and are part of that manifestation. End of story. Your egoons can't come through unless they allow them to come through. Your egoons can't leave until they allow them to leave. End of story. So if you want to know why this is significant to any practice, this is why you respect and you feed this particular Orisha, or in Palo Lucero, or any crossroads spirit, because you want them to bless whatever you are endeavoring to do. And if you want to bring bad spirits in, then you have to deal with Metcalfu or Eshu. You still have to have a door opener. My success rate is because I have a lot of understanding, and these crossroads spirits work very, very well with me. Even through my Misa, Eshu, my Fedifun, Eligba, always blessed me. I got the highest of array that he had to offer. This is why this is it makes my magical workings easier to perform, because having the blessing of Crossroads Spirit or Egun is essential to the success of anybody's magic. This is why I'm able to communicate with your Eguns and work with them and bring them over. So this is why when you say why be a part of what I'm doing, because they can't replicate what I'm doing. Why you support, if you want to know the value of what Chief Apostle brings to your life, is because these people cannot do what I do. They don't have it. They were not commissioned to do it, and they can still be in Ifa. They can still be in Voodoo. They can be in Century. I don't want you being unfair, going to them and thinking that they're going to be able to do the things that I do, or as easily or easier as I do it. And it has a lot to do with my makeup. And guess what? I will say this again in all fairness. I did not get my spirits through ceremony. I was born with those. Those other spirits that came along with me was through the initiation. But what I was born with and given sanction for and arche for, that came from the divine. And that's being fair to these other spirits. I talk the way that I talk because I can. It's just really that simple. When I say I'm Isaiah 10 and 27, because I can. When I say I'm going to put something on your ass, because I can. When I say everything going to be all right, because I can. If I could not do it, I could not manifest it, it's because of the divine. Other than that, it is. Thank you, Chris, for the, that love. I want us to understand, if you're listening to more than one spiritualist, we're not created equal. And I'm a Sag, but my moon is in Aries and my rising sign Pisces. I take a lot of pleasure in my success, in my manifestation. And so when I ask for spirit to do something for myself or my clients, this is why I'm able to get it done. I'm going to say this again. I have more than one Eligwa. Eligba, whatever term you want to use. I have more than one Crossroads spirit. I have Crossroads spirits for light. I have Crossroads spirits for dark. They give passage, safe passage for spirits to come in, and give safe passage for spirits to go out. There ain't no spirit gonna come in my house or come into my ceremony or come into my working and get rowdy, because just like I brought you here, I can send you back. This is why you heard me say, don't call up nothing you can't put down. Okay? So, these are the stones that if you have your Eligba talisman on you, sir or ma'am, this is more than a road opening. This is also safe passage. Not only on jobs, not only going through the intersections, also going to banks, asking for what you want before you open that door. Now, if you open up the door before you pray your prayer, you're doing it incorrectly. Say, for instance, if I'm going to leave out my house, I say what I got to say before I open my door. If I'm coming home, if I want to do something, normally I come out the garage because I do work at my front door, and I got stuff at my front door. But I enchant my door. I enchant my yard. I enchant the four corners of my property. I enchant the roof of my house. I live in a cul-de-sac, so it's one way in and one way out. So I enchant that whole area because there ain't but one way in and out. So all of that is, I got all kind of stuff out there at that stop sign because there's only one way in and one way out. And so therefore, if somebody knew where I live and they could put stuff down there, because I do it to other people too. I did it to one of my center managers. He was living in a cul-de-sac. I said, good. Your ass got to come in and out this, and I did what I need to do right at the front. And so no matter how many times he came in, I don't care if he was going to get some toilet paper, he crossed over that what I put down. So that also applies to me. So don't think because you doing a particular work that nobody else knows how to do those type of workings either. Because I think like some people act like they the first person to discover Hajjana Kunkaroo. I don't understand the mystery behind it, but people act like they the only one that work in voodoo or the Santeria or Kumi or conjure or burning incense. You ain't the only one. So you have to take into account when you're doing conjure that there's other people that know how to read the Bible. They may not be able to read the Bible like other people, but they still know how to read the Bible. So the doorways or anything, before you go to church, before you open the door to go into church, ask the Spirit what you want out of the service before you enter. Always remember, you have to wait before you open up the door, whatever it is. You say what you need behind that door. You offer 3 pennies. Offer 3, like with me, I offer 3 pennies on each corner of my church. I offer 3 pennies in the road. I cover every direction where you can get to my church or leave my church. I have done crossroad work. That's smart. I have placed my own ache in those workings. And so therefore, if somebody wants to throw some bad juju at me or my church people that come to my church, it is intercepted through those crossroad spirits. Crossroad spirits will hold off spirits. Now what you can do is, and because I want y'all to understand this, even if you block a spirit at your door, that doesn't mean that spirit has left from your door. It may not be able to cross your threshold, but that spirit is standing there. And so when you walk out beyond your threshold, that spirit can start working on you and follow you to work or follow you wherever you're going. But that you may have workings done where that spirit cannot cross the threshold and enter into your house, your apartment, your business. But that spirit is still standing there at the doorway. I remember my spiritual dad telling me him and this other man got into it. And this man sent this spirit to his door of his business. And if I'm not mistaken, it was a bird. But it was like a huge bird that was at the front of his door. But the bird would not move. The bird could not go into his place, but the bird was there. And he said he kept going out there, putting stuff down. And the bird would start stomping, but it wouldn't leave. So he had to keep on doing work. And he said, finally, after he did the last ceremony, that bird left. But the bird, what he had inside of his shop was strong enough to keep that bird from crossing the threshold. But it wasn't strong enough to drive that bird away from his business. So that's why I'm trying to explain to y'all about crossroad work. Because you can do protection work that protects spirits from crossing into the threshold of your house, your business, or your establishment. But then you ain't got enough out there in front. Because I have stuff in my yard. I have stuff down my walkway. I have stuff in my driveway. Because I know a lot. I don't experience a lot. And I've been around really great teachers that taught me different things. And so therefore I try to make it very difficult for spirits not only to come to my house, but to be able to abide on my premises. And so there's stuff that I do all in my walkway to ward off spirits or make it very uncomfortable or weaken them. So this like it's way more complicated than just having something at your doorway. It's more. This is a very powerful, underestimated Orisha, because of the fact that everybody trying to get the Oya, Shango, but the crossroads spirits make it all happen. I'm going to say it again. The crossroads spirits make it all happen. Opportunities. You put your Eligba and your roll opening together, or you with your Hydron, or maybe you might have a situation that you having love problems. Huh? So all of y'all, take your talisman, sir, and you got issues, smoke, fumigate your genitals, sir or ma'am, with my love incense, and keep your roll opening. It's for him to open up roads when it comes down to your sexual life. There's many ways that you can use a lot of these talismans. Because there are times people are trying to block your path when it comes down to your love life. And so therefore you will have safe passage when it comes to things pertaining to love. Or maybe your finances. There's so many different ways to utilize this particular Orisha and to get things moving in the right direction, so to speak. So, wait a minute. Somebody sent me a cash here. Okay, Jelly Sweets, I got you, baby. A protection for my children. Okay. I can do that. For the Bambinos. Hold on. Y'all been burning that protection incense up. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go put some more protection incense in there. Y'all been working that protection incense to the work. Here you go. Sorry about that. I didn't know I didn't have it filled. And that safe passage, you could burn this and your protection incense. There's so many different ways to utilize that. And utilizing Psalm 54. That's for Jelly Sweet children. Trying to replicate the spell work of somebody like me is not wisdom. Learning from me is wisdom. But thinking that you can actually do the levels of conjure that I do without having my measure is asinine. That's why I don't worry about people watching my lives or how I do stuff, because I know you don't have the arche. So, and you don't have the access to the 9 realms, so you cannot perform the magic. Unless divine gives you, the divine father or mother gives you to it, then you cannot do the works I do. It doesn't matter if I do voodoo, hoodoo, obeah, or conjure. I don't worry about people trying to replicate me, because these are my experiences. You don't have my setup, so it's impossible for you to do. Now you can try to do a knockoff of what I do, but you can't emulate my magical practices at all. My Padrino can't do it because he don't have what I have in the same religion. Neither do he try either. I got Monique 444. She got me down for, was that road? Oh, road opening. And so I think Monique, don't you got this one? Don't you have this talisman? Hold on, I need to put my glasses back on. I can't see. I know I've been burning protection and reversal. Like, it's free. Especially my reversal. Like all my stuff is really good, but and what people don't realize, like I energize all of my incense on a continual basis. None of my incense are not charged. None of them. And they as time goes on, they get stronger and stronger. You don't have this one? It's slipping, girl. See, this is like, I know y'all be like, just education. Hold on, roll open. I thought you had that one. This keeps things open and clear, constantly going. But it also deals with thresholds. What did my love say? Reversal. My Taurus. Hold on. Hold on, my baby Scorpio sent something. Hold on. Okay, peace, love, protection, and ancestors for my baby. All right there, my baby Scorpio. She better hook her daughter up. Hold on. Okay, peace for Keish baby. I'm not putting her name out there. I know, I already know the name, but I'm not putting her name out there. This is all for the baby. Peace, love. Ancestor. Ancestor protection. She's gonna bring my god baby to me, and at that point, then I'm gonna work with her guardian, because she got everything but the one that I'm gonna put that in there. Peace, love, protection. All right, and Keisha, I'm gonna add the guardian because I'm that's my domain with her, your baby. I'm gonna put guardian in there with her, for her guardian spirit. Children carry a guardian at a certain age. That guardian stays up around them when they're young, unless they violate tremendously, and that normally because a parent got them doing stuff they ain't got no business doing. But children carry a certain innocence, unless they get violated, then the energy changes. They don't lose their guardian. Okay. Love say got that gossip. Stop gossip. Okay, for love, my Taurus. Shut the mouths, bite. Shut your mouth, bite. Okay. I seen Chris. Let me see where's Chris at. But like I said, if you need like roll opening work done, like I say, when I tell you I'll be burning candles with my reaches and stuff like that, like this is not me just running my mouth. Like I don't mind if you in a situation. If you already got graveyard work and you supporting me, and you just need me to concentrate on certain areas, and you may not be able to necessarily do graveyard work, but you need a good roll opener, I will work with my my elite boss. But you got to be one of my supporters. I'm not doing that for any and everybody. Them lies. All right, there, Chris. Chris said I'm gonna do that for my. I got Chris with a guardian angel incense for his son, but I gotta go look back through here. That's for Chris's son, Chris from Philadelphia. You wouldn't believe it. I know. I got a sleek mouth and my spirit's got a sleek mouth. Birds of feather do flock together. Okay, I did my quiche. And then what else? Okay, Chris, it has stop gossip, reversal, and ancestor. Okay. Okay, ancestor for Chris. Put that over here. That's for Chris. Reversal. That's the AK-47 for your ace. And then stop gossip. Y'all don't sleep on my stop gossip because I know my stop gossip works. Huh? When you burn your stop gossip, it send a bitch to the dentist. You gonna learn to stop talking about me. It's gonna cost you. Reversal and love off. All right, thank you, baby. My Virgo. My Virgo came in there. She said, I'm showing up tonight. Y'all not gonna keep leaving me out. That's what I'm talking about. You better get some of this good. Shyla. I got told, I said I got to get a better mindset when it comes to Charlotte. Because every time I think of Virgos, I don't care who it is, I think about getting a whooping. Because my mama beats my ace. She had like that God was going to get her a trophy if she whooped me. I think she'll really beat me because I look like my daddy. Because she said that. She couldn't beat my daddy. So she beat my daddy's seed. Yes, my daddy was not that guy. My daddy was a Cancer. Psychopath. That my daddy told me, he said, when your mama left me, he said I was going to kill her. He told me that before he died. I was looking for her. That's a Cancer. Y'all better, a Cancer placement, a Cancer man, a Cancer woman. Play with it if you want to. If my family had not been spiritual, my mama would have been pushing up daisies. They wasn't nobody but God. Yeah. I'm trying to now what they normally do is feed with red roosters. Now when I went through the ceremony, they went through all of the animals for a ligba, right? But normally it's I can feed these with a red rooster. I can do 3 roosters. Like if you, I'm just saying, if you want to start doing ceremony or sacrificing animals for your breakage, or you want roll opening or whatever it is, but like I do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Not for free, of course, but if you want blood magic to be involved in your candle work, I'll get my animals from Miami. So I would have to drive down to Miami that Saturday to get the animal. But if you want blood magic to be involved in your conjure, that's an additional donation, but you know, I don't mind doing it. I mean, because it makes blood, in Palo they call it minga, but in any form of HER we do blood is involved. So all of my my Orishas, all of my Pumas are blood fed. Every last one of them. They feed on blood. Even like a lot of y'all don't realize that your talisman, they're blood magic. That's why they so strong. And the stronger my Orishas get, the stronger your talisman gonna get. All you gotta do is do right. That's all you really got to do. Do right by me. I'm like Whoopi, until you do right by me, bitch, I'm in botch. You really shouldn't have issues. If you're going through something and you want blood sacrifices with Egons, if you want me to strengthen your altars with blood magic, those are animals that I have to get to do those ceremonies. And remember, y'all, as much as I'm offering, please don't forget, I still work. Okay, I'm still on the job. Don't forget that. Yes, I love what I do, but I also like to have lights. I like to have a place to stay. I like to be able to eat a certain type of way, and people ain't taking care of that. So I still got to go to work. I ain't retired yet. So, yes, I will do these things, but they will have to be done on a weekend, and that's provided after I get from Miami. Unless you want me to do the sacrifice in the cemetery. And I tell you guys, your sacrifices, even your conjure that you want done, that's per 1,000 when it comes down to your graveyard work. But if you want to add animals in that, if your money right, I get it done. Blood makes it stronger. If you want to know the truth, blood does make it stronger, because that's DNA. But I would use 3 roosters with this. I had already told the members of my church that if they wanted me to start doing animal sacrifices for them, I would do that. I always start with the church first, because that's my charity starts at home, and then I offer those services also to my platform and to my tribe. If you are part of my tribe, all that, if you want to get into deeper forms of manifestation and you want me to do animal sacrifices, depending on how you want to get down. I told you I'm going to hit millionaire status quite soon. I did that wrong. All right. Let me see. You have an assistant. Minister Mario was my son. I don't have an assistant. I don't have many people I trust. I got Scorpio in my chart. I don't trust a lot of people when it comes down to this. A lot of people are not consistent. This Minister Mario, this was first in his life. A lot of these other people, they in and out. One minute they gung-ho about their spirituality, the next minute they on cruises, they're sucking dick, they over there eating ass. They're too all over the place. I mean, this is first. And he had that mentality, he had that mindset, he had his money. He was on point when it comes to that. These people are too, and then I don't trust everybody with y'all business. I'm just being honest. These people talk too much. I don't even tell y'all business to Shango, and he don't speak nigga. I don't even trust y'all business with Shango. There's some of these people out here, they talk too much. For me. They might not talk too much for their husband or their wife, but you talk too much for me. Because if I wanted everybody to know that, I'd tell them myself. And everybody around me know how I am, so I ain't saying nothing behind nobody's back. They already know. I trust them for certain things. I don't trust them when it comes to y'all business. I wouldn't even tell them their business. That's just how much I don't trust them. I hide stuff from them, because they'll mess it up. I have an assistant. I have to assist my Madrina. So so I know it's worth. Yeah. You have to have a relationship because every person you don't trust to do your work in front of. I mean, just what it is. I'm very particular. I have certain people that ride with me, and when my clientele tell me they don't want certain things or they want their business discreet, I honor that. You know, my mama taught me very young never to kiss and tell. I don't kiss and tell. And I'm like that with my spirituality. If they don't want nobody to know their business, it ain't nobody. And I have a problem if somebody close to me or in my business tell somebody else's business. That just sends me to the moon. And people talk too much. That ain't your business to tell. Tell your own business. Huh? Tell how many hairs you got on your pussy. Huh? Tell me how many pubic hairs you don't have. Tell like if you want to talk about something, it's plenty for you to talk about your own business than to be over there talking about somebody else's business that specifically said they don't want their business discussed. It ain't nothing really complicated. It's just when you a disrespectful ass person, you don't adhere. When somebody say they don't want you to, I don't give a damn if the president of the United States asks you what's going on. It's not your business to tell. I don't care if your mammy asks you what's going on. I don't care if the child that came out your pussy asks you my business. Tell them your business. Tell them who their baby daddy is. But you don't tell my business. And if it take me another year to find an assistant, oh well. But I don't ascribe to that. I have my family dealing drugs, so I came up with that mentality. I just do not care for people telling my business, and especially my clientele business. I will snap. I don't kiss and tell. I tell y'all about my sexual encounter, but I don't tell people business. My mama said if you keep your mouth closed, you're gonna always women that's about something do not want you telling their business. He said the moment you talk, they ain't gonna give you no more. So I've been getting all my life because I do not kiss and tell. I kiss tail. Don't confuse that. I kiss tail, but I don't kiss and tell. Okay, let's be clear. I kiss tail. I don't kiss and tell. Okay. Long as we clear, cause I want about talking about you said you don't go. I said I don't kiss and tell my business. But I do kiss tail. Praise God. God anointed me to do that. And that's what I do. I'm called and chosen. All right. All hearts and minds clear. And don't worry about my mouth. My mouth is clean. I don't have gingivitis. I don't have none of that stuff. I just had this conversation today. I'm just saying, like, that'll make me snap. I already got a short fuse, but that'll make me snap. But I don't want nobody on my live lying on me and talking about Apostle Ely said he don't kiss tail. Them lies. I said I don't kiss and tell my business, but I kiss tail. And I'm a tattletale, but I don't kiss and tell. I don't do that. The festivities must go on. All right? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully I will be off so I can really catch up on all this stuff. I buy groceries. That's right, Minister Al, right there. Tail. Huh? I eat the groceries that I buy. I buy groceries and I eat the groceries I buy. Now you can take that however you want to take that. I'm concerned and I'm unbothered. But if I buy the groceries, I'm going to eat the groceries. Now you take that however you want to. You split it and you dice that. But I'm a happy man. I can tell you that. The love of my life. I'll see y'all later. God bless you.